Okay, we'll be starting with the third unit. The third unit is the heading of the third unit is about mechanical design of lines. Okay, so the mechanical design, how the transmission line is designed, we'll be seeing, and other equipments used for the mechanical structure in the transmission line, we'll be seeing. So in today's lecture, so we'll be seeing the objective of today's lecture is about different equipments in overhead transmission line. Okay, so you already know in the first unit itself we have seen that there are two types of transmission line. One is your underground transmission line, and another one is your overhead transmission line. So in this unit, first we'll be seeing about the different equipments used in your overhead transmission line. Okay, so starting with the various equipments are, first is your support poles. Okay, it is the pole structure followed by the support towers. Okay, we'll be seeing pictorially each and every equipment. Next is the cross arms followed by the clamp, then conductors you already know, which I have already shown in the classroom about the conductors. Next is lightning arresters, fuses, okay, then isolating switch, guard ring, vibration damper, finally jumpers. Okay, so each and everything we'll be seeing in a pictorial format, so it will be easy for you to understand after showing the pictures. Okay, so moving on to the main components. Okay, so this is how transmission substation looks like. Okay, it is a substation. So this substation will be having transformers. It also has potential transformers, current transformers for your measuring uh, the current and the voltage. Okay, next it also has insulators, conductors. So we'll be seeing each and everything. Okay, so here the main components are starting with the support. So support in the sense the mechanical structure in which the transmission lines are erected. Okay, so you know the towers, right? So it is comes as a support followed by the cross arm and clamp. Next is the insulator. Okay, next the conductor, and then lightning arresters. So guard wire, another one is the bird guard. So separate guard for the birds are also there. Then vibration dampers, then jumpers. So we'll be seeing each and everything. So support. Coming to the support might be of two types. Okay, one is support of your pole or the tower. Okay, so pole is where your distribution side you can see. You can see the poles at the distribution side. That too near your homes we can see. At the domestic regions you can see. So towers are the very big structures where you can see it is used for your transmission part. In your transmission part, you can see these towers. Okay, uh, so that's the main difference between the pole and the towers. Okay, so another one thing is that these range, that is the where you have to fit the pole or where you have to take the tower, mainly depends upon the range of the voltage. Okay, range of voltage range. Okay, so next is the support and steel poles. Okay, here you can see in the support itself there are two types of poles. You might have already seen in the local areas. First is your wooden pole. Okay, so these wooden poles and all will be having for 230 volt transmission. So here you can see it is of a three phase, three wire system. Okay, and the steel poles, this steel poles will be coming under for your three phase, four wire system. Okay, mainly these two will be used at your distribution side. So next type of support is your RCC. RCC poles are nothing but the reinforced cement concretes. So this might also you might have seen near your home or your local area. Okay, so a cement structure will be erected, and over the cement structure the uh, conductors will be placed. Okay, so moving on, to the other type of support towers. So these type of steel, very big, very large support towers will be used at your transmission region. Okay. So next is your cross arm and clamp. So this cross arm and clamp is where the your transmission line will be uh, clamped, okay, or it will be inserted. Okay, so this structure is where it will be very useful to you. Okay, the conductors will be running over this clamp or cross arm structure. Okay, because the pole is a vertical structure, so in order to have run the conductor through it, you must have a cross arm. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, so next is the conductors. Conductors, I no need to explain. We have already studied in your first unit itself. So you already know your bundle conductors and standard conductors. You also seen the conductors live in lively. So mostly we'll be making use of ACSR conductors. Okay. So ACSR means aluminum conductors, steel reinforced conductors. Okay. Lightning arresters. So this lightning arresters plays a vital role in protecting your towers. Okay, whenever a lightning strike occurs, so it is needed to have a lightning arresters in your uh, transmission towers. Okay, so next moving on to the next one is the fuses and isolating switches. So there's a difference between these two, fuses and isolating switches. So fuse is where it is a protection, both are the protection device. Okay, so whenever a short circuit fault occurs, you already know what happens. The current will be maximum during a short circuit fault. So at that time, not to prevent the equipments, other equipments, your fuse will is where the first short circuit current affects. Okay, so your fuse gets blown out, so you have to change your fuse separately. But this isolating switch is nothing but what you can say is that uh, there will be different kind of bus. That is, for example, you can take a distribution bus and a transmission bus. So if a fault occurs over the distribution bus, means that is at the load side, you have to separate your transmission side. Okay, so in order to separate these two entities, isolating switch will be uh, placed. Okay, so it is more or less similar to your isolating transformer. So next is your continuous earth wire. So this is a earth wire. So where you can see in your three-phase four-wire system. Okay, so this will be in the top of the line along the earth or at the bottom. Okay, so here the protective grounding jumper installation of 2-pole and 3-pole is what's shown here. So here you can see a 2-pole structure. Okay, so this is a 2-pole structure. This alone contributes to a 2-pole structure, and this is a 3-pole structure. So moving on, so it also plays a vital role in the protection of the transmission line. Okay, so here you can see the ground wires are placed above the line of the conductors. Okay, so it also will be able to intercept your lightning strokes. Okay, so that is a protection from your lightning strokes is also possible through this wire. So next is the guard wire. Okay, so what it does is that when a power line or telephone line crossing, then it find the line that connects the top and bottom of the earth wire. Okay, so that is in order to use for a communication purpose. So in the line, in the transmission line nowadays, what we will be doing is we are automating everything. Okay, so we are making use of a smart grid system. Okay, so if you are going for smart grid system means with the normal transmission line, you will be incorporating communication system. So this communication system must be differentiated from your power line. So for that purpose, you will be having a guard wire. So this is the guard wire, and this is your communication line, and this is your power line. So bird's guard. So you already know from the name itself, you can realize it. That is in order to protect the bird from sitting over the tower. So here you can see before placing your bird guard, and here you can see after placing the bird guard. So this prevents the bird from sitting over the tower. Okay. So next is the vibration damper. So this vibration damper, what it does is, in case of any fault occurs, what happens is sometimes your insulation may fail. Okay, at that time, so here you can see this is a vibration damper. Okay, this is a vibration damper, whereas this vibration damper is holding your insulators. Okay, so this vibration dampers prevents the vibration from the insulation to your transmission line. So that's the main purpose of this vibration dampers. So next is the jumpers. It is nothing but the connections taken between two conductors. Okay, so these are some of the types. Here you can see it. Okay, so from this lecture, what are the different type of questions they might be asking is, they might be asking 2 marks as different equipments used in OT lines. So next, what are the different types of support structures? The use of lightning arresters, followed by the vibration damper. Vibration damper and the distinguish between fuse and isolation switch is a very important question. Okay. So with this lecture is